Ladies and gentlemen of the internet, welcome back to another video. We are finally back doing reaction videos. Please check the channel update video that I last posted for reasonings behind my absence. This one's brought to you by a suggestion from one of my longtime subscribers. This one's coming from Julie Manor, and she recommends The Song Remains the Same, live from Madison Square Garden in 1973, which I'm excited for because I just like the song. So, you know the drill. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't already, hit the notification bell to be updated on whenever I go live. Check the links in the description for ways to support the channel, blah, 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 blah. Let's get into it. Before we do, disclaimer, the official video of this song on YouTube is only 2.5 minutes long. The runtime of the actual song is 6.5 minutes, and the time on this version of the song, which I think is a fan-made, is about 6:40. So I went with the fan-made one, so no, this is not the official video. I think this one's better and more thorough, so there's that. So, alright, let's get into it.
Thank you. In between last time we came and this time, we managed to get an
140p
album called Houses of the Holy. This is something that we decided is an apt title for a thing that's called The Song Remains the Same.
Love that bass. Let's see, first pause here. God, I'm already one-third of the way through the video. The opening of this song is so unique to me. It just, like, I could just blaze down the road. I'm from a small town, so, you know, we've got a lot of back roads and a lot of good driving places. And this song just makes you want to just cruise, man. It's just such a feel-good song. That SG, the double neck, is, it is what it is. I bet you that thing is heavy as crap. Other things, the video quality for this to be 1973 for like a fan-made type video is pretty good. You can definitely tell the difference when they go to something that's like licensed or what's the word, approved by the band and the record label. It's obviously a lot better, but still, I mean, there wasn't good technology. I would be super interested to see, like, it's mind-blowing to me that our cell phones now can record better quality than their, like, professional cameras could. So, back that up a little bit.
I needed to go.
was an interesting little transition there. Pause during the guitars. People get pissed off when I pause during the guitar solos, and sometimes I can't help it, so we're going to rewatch the whole thing. No worries. They went into the Rain song immediately after. Yeah, okay. Been trying to do less pauses, so let's talk about all of that. This would have been when Robert Plant's voice was actually at its worst, I think. So from what talking I've done with the folks in the chat and things, Robert Plant actually had a vocal cord surgery done somewhere around 73. I want to say it was 73, but I don't want to misquote myself. And, essentially, I think John Mayer had the same surgery or something similar. And it's tough, man. Like, I don't know if this was pre-surgery, post-surgery, or what, but especially when you're singing at that level for that long, it's really, really tough to maintain that level of performance. And compared to some of the other videos and performances that I've watched from them, I do notice that he's pushing those high notes a little less. Having said that, even when he's not at his best, most people still can't sing that, which is just kind of a testament to what a phenomenal singer Robert Plant is. I think he still sings. Jimmy Page on the guitar on the 12 string is just I mean, it just is what it is. That they're playing a 12-string like that is hard, right? So 12-string guitars, I mean, given that's an SG, so, you know, maybe this is a little bit less so, but 12-string guitars are not meant to play a lot of single notes. Like, it's harder. You're having to fret twice as many strings, which changes the feel. You know, if you play a 6-string guitar predominantly for most of your practicing and things, it's just a very different feel. And what ends up happening is that if you don't fret them correctly, essentially you will have the wrong octaves of notes ring out. So if you're trying to play, you know, say that you're playing the 4th fret on the D string, which would be an F sharp, you might only fret, or you might inadvertently mute one of those strings, right? Because it's the same string note-wise tuned a different octave, unless it's the bottom 2 strings, which I think are just the same. And so if you fret one and mute the other, what you're going to end up having is essentially the higher octave not ringing out, which would make it seem kind of out of place whenever everything else has this, I don't know what effect that is, but it's like an octaver, right? And then you're going to have one single note. Or alternatively, which in my mind is worse, you're going to mute the lower string, the bigger string, and end up with this just almost like sitar-ish high note, again in a mix of balance. So playing this song live would be, you know, pretty challenging. They had just released this, which is another something that I think is interesting because, oh God, I always forget this. So they've only been producing records for like 5 years at this point. And at this point, so this is right after Houses of the Holy came out. And so at this point, they've released Led Zeppelin 1. Sorry, can you see my fingers? Led Zeppelin 1, Led Zeppelin 2, Led Zeppelin 3, Led Zeppelin 4, which was the best, and now Houses of the Holy. So they've had 5 albums in 5 years, all of which are collectively, depending on who you ask, considered some of the greatest of all time. So the level of performance and consistency that they've had up until this point with their music is just like incredible. I mean, it just blows, like, it incredible. So there's that. Other things that kind of caught my eye rather. I thought the camera work was fun. It's amazing to me that we have record. I mean, given 1973 was not that long ago, and it's not like the ancient times where you were, you know, we were still pretty civilized at that point, but managing to record a lot of these performances in high fidelity audio, you know, even sometimes decent video too, given the restraints of the time, is pretty wild. You know, like there were still like box televisions, and a lot of people in the country in 1973, you know, most bigger places probably had color TV, but I guarantee some of my relatives in 1973 would not have. So, just something to keep in mind, something to appreciate, I guess. Let's see. Bonham is Bonham. John Paul Jones is John Paul Jones. I will specifically mention that I loved John Paul Jones's bass. It just looks nice. I bet you that thing would age so well too. I think it looked like a jazz bass. I don't know. Getting to get a good look at it. They always tend to focus on Page and Plant whenever they make these recordings, which is kind of unfortunate because, you know, Bonham is considered one of the greatest drummers of all time, and then John Paul Jones questionably might have been the most talented overall of all of them. And he played like every single instrument: mandolin, organ, bass, you know, plus a few more that I'm not naming. And I want to say somebody told me they could play the organ with his fingers and then the bass with his feet at the same time. So, anywho, let's see, things I'm forgetting. Julie, thank you for the suggestion. Please keep them coming. Like I said, I haven't quit, just got busy, unfortunately. And that's just life. Just life. Say it every time. Keep rocking, keep rolling, keep playing jazz if that's your thing. I'll catch you in the next video. Thank you guys for the support. It means a lot to me, and we'll see you next time.